Hello, my name is Nicole B. Zarnecki. I am a graduate of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I graduated in December of 2013 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in the field of political science, and I am seeking a career in the political or journalist field. Specifically, I desire to be a politics and news commentator and analyst. In full disclosure, I did not do as well in college as I could have done, and I have never had an internship. This is because I have obsessive-compulsive generalized anxiety, major depressive, and attention deficit disorders, and diplegic spastic, mild quadriplegic cerebral palsy that required an intravenous baclofen pump to improve. Nonetheless, what I lack in academic and professional experience is what I make up for in life experience, passion and conviction, and character. I was born as a prematurely born twin on January 23, 1990, and my twin and I were supposed to be born on April 22, 1990. Both my twin and I had complications due to our premature births, and my complications included a Category 3 brain bleed, which affected me to have cerebral palsy. I was diagnosed with my form of cerebral palsy about a year and 6 months later. I was in the hospital for 75 days, from January 23, 1990 to April 7th of the same year. I, according to what my doctors told my mother, was not supposed to ever walk, write, or catch up with my peers. I proved my doctor's suppositions wrong. I walked independently on May 26, 1994. I learned to write very well, and I finally caught up to my age cohorts after some time and earned my Bachelor of Arts degree. Also, I stayed in line with my peers until after high school. My college years were some of my roughest years, and I came out of those years in one piece and with a fair amount of success. I was raised by a divorced mother who has her own amazing life story, and I owe her more than the world. She helped me, for example, complete college and was with me during the difficult periods of my life. She stood by me and supported me during, for instance, the first 75 days of my life, when I was in St. Agnes Hospital's neonatal intensive care unit. The fallout of her difficult divorce, which affected me as a disabled child of divorce profoundly, and my intravenous baclofen pump surgery and recovery, which lasted from July 17, 2013 to August 2nd of the same year. She also did the best that she could do in helping me deal with my abusive and otherwise very difficult dad. Speaking of my dad, I also come from an interesting background on his side. On my paternal side, I am a Bat Nusim Ashkenazim, the daughter of Ashkenazi crypto-Jews. Because of this, I am very interested in Israeli and Jewish diaspora matters, and I myself was born in the Jewish diaspora and plan to make Aliyah if God wills that I should do so. I am also working on learning to speak fluent Hebrew. Ani talmida b'Ivrit ve'lomedet Ivrit b'bayit. Relatedly, one of my classes in my final semester at UMBC was Hebrew 101, and I did so well on the oral final that my professor had no comment as to how I did. I also received an A in the class. Besides learning to speak Hebrew, I am also interested in learning about my family history, which for the Mishpacha Nulsim is quite an interesting one, as I have learned. In that vein, I consider myself a Messianic Jew. I was baptized as a Roman Catholic, raised as an Episcopalian for the first 10 or 11 years of my life, became a Christian within those years, and went to a Presbyterian church in high school during the rest of my childhood years. I also began to suspect that I have Jewish heritage within the latter part of those years, and finding out about my Jewish heritage has only strengthened my Christian faith. Because of my faith, I believe in having a good character. I believe in being as honest as possible, and as people in my life have told me, sometimes honest to a fault. Trustworthy, loving, kind, patient, forgiving, and all other manner of good. I also believe that my politics do reflect my worldview. For that reason, I am a conservative Republican. Much to the chagrin of, for example, my late paternal granddad, who was one of the 3 IRS agents who served tax papers to then-President Nixon through President Nixon's attorneys. And my granddad was an ardently liberal Democrat who did not like Republicans in any way, shape, form, circumstance, fashion, or manner. Speaking on my politics, I am volunteering on the campaign of a Howard County executive candidate, namely current Republican Maryland State Senator Alan H. Kittleman. I also blog about politics, among other matters, on my Blogspot blog, The Nicole Factor. Relatedly, I can be found utilizing other social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, and, of course, YouTube. In fact, I have an About.me page on which you can find out more about me. As you will see, I am quite savvy in utilizing social media. In conclusion, I hope that you consider me worthy of being interviewed as your potential employee, and I hope that my qualifications, experience, and character will prove my worth. Thank you for your time and consideration of me.